हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 जय प्रभुपदा जय प्रभुपदा जय प्रभुपदा
कृष्ण बलराम भगवान की, गौरताय भगवान की, प्रहलादेश्वर नृसिंहदेव भगवान की, जगत गुरु शील प्रभुपाद की, जगन्नाथ बलदेव सुभद्रा महारानी की, तय गौर प्रेमानंदे। हरे कृष्ण हरे कृष्ण। ओम ज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मीलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरुवे नमः। नमो ॐ विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्त स्वामिनिति नामिने। नमस्ते सारस्वती देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्यदेशतारिणे। वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्येव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। नमो महावदनाय कृष्णप्रेमप्रदायते कृष्णाय कृष्णचैतन्यनाम्ने गौरतिष्ये नमः। नित्यानंद नमस्तेवं प्रेमानंदपदायिने कौलकल्मषनाशाय जन्नवापते नमः। हे कृष्णा करुणा सिंधु दीनबंधु जगत्पते गोपेश गोपिकाकांत राधाकांत नमस्तुते। तप्त कांचन गौरांगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये। जयतां सुरता पंगुमम मंदमतेर्गति मत्सर्वसपदाम्बुज राधामदनमोहना। तमादिदेव करुणानिधानं तमालवर्णसुहितावतारम् अपार संसार समुद्र सेतुं भजामहे भागवत स्वरूपम्। श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। जय श्री श्री राधा मदन मोहन कृष्ण बलराम गौर निताय पल्लदेश निश्चिंदेव भगवान जगन्नाथ बलदेव सुभद्रा महारानी की। So we are reading from Srimad Bhagavatam, 7th canto, chapter 5th, text 4. The chapter entitled is Prahlad, the saintly son of Hiranyakashipu. Am I audible to back? Shantanu Prabhu, you can translate. Okay. So please repeat after me. Ekada Shurarata Putram Ankam Aropaya Pandava Praprachakatayam Vatsa Manyate Shadu Yadvanaha Ekada Suratrat Putra Ankam Arupya Pandava Praprachakat Katayam Vatsa Manyate Shadu Yat Bhavan Yat Sadhu Yat Bhavan Ekada Sararata Putram Ankam Arupya Pandava Prapracha Katayatma Vatsa Mannate Shadayatvan Yadayatavan Rasarata Putram Prapracha Katayam Vatsa Mannate Sadhyat Bhavan Ekadasara Putram Matajis. Word to word meaning? Please repeat after me. Ekada, once upon a time. Ashura Rat, the emperor of the Asuras. Putram, his son. Ankham, on the lap. Arupya, placing. Pandava, O Maharaj Yudhishthira. Prapracha, incurred. Katta, katayatam. Let it be told. Vatsa, my dear son, manyate considers sadhu the West, yat that which bhavan your good self. Translation and purport by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada ki. My dear King Yudhishthir, once upon a time the king of the demon Hiranyakashipu took his son Prahlad on his lap and very affectionately inquired, my dear son, please let me know what you think is the best of all the subject you have studied from your teachers. Purport. Hiranyakashipu did not ask his young son anything that would be very difficult for him to answer. Instead, he gave the boy a chance to speak plainly about whatever he thought might be best. Prahlad Maharaj, of course, being a perfect devotee, knew everything and could say what the best part of life is. In the Vedas, it is said, Yashmin Vijnanarte Sarvam Evam Vijnanatam Bhavati. If one properly understands God, he can understand any subject matter very nicely. Sometimes we have to challenge big scientists and philosophers, but by the grace of Krishna, we emerge successful. It is impossible, practically speaking, for ordinary men to challenge scientists or philosophers concerning genuine knowledge. But a devotee can challenge them because the best of everything is known to devotee by the grace of Krishna, as confirmed in Bhagavad Gita 10.11. Tesham eva anukampartham aham ajnana jam tamaha nashvayami atma bhavastata jnana deepena bhashata. Krishna, who is situated in the core of everyone's heart as the super soul, dissipated all the ignorance from the heart of a devotee as a special favor. He enlightens the devotee with all knowledge by putting before him the torch of light. Prahlad Maharaj therefore knew the best of knowledge, and when his father inquired from him, Prahlad gave him that knowledge. Prahlad Maharaj was able to solve the most difficult parts of problems because of his advanced Krishna consciousness. Therefore, he replied as follows. So, this is the very wonderful purport by Srila Prabhupada. Before speaking anything in this transcendental subject matter of Srimad Bhagavatam, I want to offer my humble, respectful obeisances to all the assembled devotees and to Srila Prabhupada, who has given us the Bhagavatam class system. Not only give us the Bhagavatam class system, we can see in the outside there are so many society, they have established so many process, but they couldn't continue that because they are not wonderful or systematic process. So Srila Prabhupada gave us the devotee with whom we can discuss Srimad Bhagavatam. Srila Prabhupada not only give us the devotee, if there is no temple, how we can discuss Srimad Bhagavatam? And under the tree, we are not like Sukadev Goswami, maybe all of you, but myself, I can read Srimad Bhagavatam under the tree. So Srila Prabhupada gave us such a wonderful temple where we can discuss Srimad Bhagavatam. And Srila Prabhupada not only gave us the temple, he gave us the deity for whom we can discuss Srimad Bhagavatam. So that is the glory of Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada has given us everything. So that is why I want to offer my respectful obeisances to Srila Prabhupada. And I want to also offer my humble, respectful obeisances to our all previous Acharya. Without their blessings or without their commentaries, we can't understand Srimad Bhagavatam. It is very difficult. Because this is the Purana Giyam. Srimad Bhagavatam is the confidential knowledge. It is very difficult to understand. But by their torchlight we can see, and by Srila Prabhupada mercy as well. And I want to offer my respectful obeisances to my spiritual master, His Holiness Bhakticharya Swami Guru Maharaj. By whose causeless mercy I am here and I am practicing Krishna consciousness. And last but not of the least, I want to offer my respectful obeisances to all the senior devotees and all the devotees assembled here. Please bless me so that I can speak relevant in this topic. While discussing this transcendental subject matter, if I commit any mistake or if I speak anything irrelevant, so please forgive me and please leave that behind here only. And if I speak anything wrong, so that is only my shortcomings. And if I speak anything good or relevant on this topic, so please take it. And please forgive me as a Sharagrahi Vaishnava soul. All of you are just taking the actions. So, and I want to give you one disclaimer that I am not too well. I am a little bit sick. But Anukul Krishna Prabhu told me that, Prabhu, he told me in different way. He said that you all are the emergency speaker. Wherever there is no speaker in the list, so Prabhu, you have to. I say, okay, Prabhu. I heard once from Guru Maharaj, Guru Maharaj said that giving a Srimad Bhagavatam class, it's also a seva. So I accept this as seva. So this is the first time I speak in front of Brajendra Krishna Prabhu, although I speak it. So Prabhu, please bless me so that I can speak. So the title of this chapter is Prahlad, the saintly son of Hiranyakashipu. So when I was thinking what should I speak on this slok, so one point is peeping in my mind that I should first, and also Gaur Govinda Swami Maharaj, just day before yesterday, Advaita Singh Prabhu, he was telling that point. The Gaur Govinda Swami Maharaj, once I heard one lecture with Advaita Singh Prabhu, he was saying that before starting any subject from Srimad Bhagavatam, any topic from Srimad Bhagavatam, we should sufficiently glorify that subject matter. Maharaj used to give a class for 3.5 hours, as you know, he is very famous, but out of that, more than 1.5 hours, he glorified that topic only. One day we are hearing the lecture about the importance of hearing Krishna Katha. So he gave about 2 hours, just only glorification, the glories of hearing or importance of hearing. Then he just take 2 or 3 first times of Krishna. So that is why I was also thinking, okay, let me give the topic, or name of this topic would be the glories of hearing about devotee of the Lord. Why Prahlad Maharaj is the devotee of the Lord? Prahlad Maharaj is the Shravan Acharya. Hearing about Vaishnava is extremely beneficial for us. We can see so many reasons, but today I will discuss only 3 reasons why it is very beneficial for all of us, for the those who are practicing Krishna consciousness. It cleans the heart of the speaker and listener as well. Whenever we will glorify the devotees, so it will cleanse the heart of speaker and listener. Krishna said to Narad Muni that Naham vasami vaikunte yoginam hridaye shubha yatra gayanti madbhakta tatra tishtami narada. What is this verse? What is the meaning of this verse? Naham vasami vaikunte. I am not residing in Vaikunta. That people can say, okay, maybe as you are saying that in Bhagavad Gita 15.15, Sarvasya chaham ridhi sannivishtam. So maybe you are in heart of the yogi. The yoginam hridaya shubha. No, I am not there. Then devotee may ask, okay, please tell us where. Yatra gayanti madbhakta tatra tishtami narada. You know, catching the Krishna, it is very difficult. It is very difficult. That is why we are worshipping that Supreme Personality of Godhead who was burnt by the Yashoda Mata. Bhakti Vandam. We are not worshipping the free Krishna. Even Rupa Goswami Pal said, if Krishna came alone in the Govardhan and called me, please Rupa, come, I'm not going to go to him. Because Krishna is very restless. Once one gopi catch Krishna while he was stealing the butter. And she said, and that time Krishna's hand was in that pot only. And Gopi just catch Krishna in that spot. And Gopi said, Krishna, what you are doing? Krishna said, I was searching my calf. What calf? How calf can come? He was coming in that way and just fall on your pot. Then Gopi said, how it is possible? Then in that time Krishna just took one mud by the we used to play with that small calf in our childhood, the small. Now it is in plastic, but that time it was in by the mud. And Krishna just put on that pot. And Gopi was saying, so show me where is the calf. Then that time Krishna just take it and say, this is my calf. So Gopi said, okay, I never win, Krishna. You are win. So Krishna said, okay, now you decide I am on. Gopi said, yes, I never defeat you. I said, okay, so now give me the prize. If you will be winner, so you will get a prize. Okay, ask to me the prize. What should I give to you? Give me this butter pot. So I want to mean that the Krishna is very restless. Even if you will catch him, he will go. You can't catch him. So we can catch him. So that is it's very simple or very easy way invoking Krishna in our heart only by the glorifying devotees. Out of humility, whenever we will discuss about Krishna, out of his humility, may or may not, he will not come in that discussion. But whenever we will discuss about the devotees, Krishna will be forced to come here. So it is very simple or easy way to invoke Krishna in our discussion. Also, I was hearing one lecture from His Holiness Radha Govinda Swami Maharaj. He was telling that whenever we will discuss or whenever we will glorify the devotees, even if there are any mistakes in our presentation, Krishna doesn't care. Krishna doesn't care this. He said, maybe the speaker is not pure, maybe the audience is not pure, maybe the listener is not pure, but they are glorifying my devotee. He is pure. So I have to go. So this is the benefit of glorifying the devotee. In Srimad Bhagavatam, it also stated, Shritasya pumsam suchira shramasya nanjasasara virita artam tattad gunan shavana mukunda padara vrinda hridayeshu yesham. What is it there? Shrutasya. What is the meaning of Shrutasya? Hearing. Or pumsam, we heard it so many times. Sabai pumsam paradharma yata bhakti adashkaje. So pumsam means for us. Or suchira. Suchira means, chira means it's long. And su means extremely long. Suchira shramasya. Shramasya means endeavor. So if we hear Shrutasya attentively, Suchira for a long time, the exalted devotee say that Tattad Gunana Shravana Mukunda Padara Vrinda Hridayeshu Yasham. A result of hearing about Lord for a long time, with great endeavor. What is the result of that? We will get chance to hear about devotees. If we hear sufficiently with great endeavor about Lord, about the glories of Lord, then we will get fruits to hear about devotees. This is in Srimad Bhagavatam, 3rd canto, 13th chapter, text 4. Also, another verse from Srimad Bhagavatam, I describe that 1 to 18. नष्ट प्रायेषु अवद्रेषु नित्यं भागवत सेवया भगवती उत्तम श्लोके भक्ति भवति नैष्टकी. जय श्री राधा मदन मोहन की, श्री कृष्ण बलराम गौरनिताय भगवान की, प्रहलाद नृसिंहदेव भगवान की, जगन्नाथ बलदेव सुभद्रा महारानी की, जगत गुरु श्रील प्रभुपाद की. So it describes that so in this verse, in the purport of this verse, Srila Prabhupada wrote that there is two Bhagavat. One is person Bhagavat and another is book Bhagavat. Okay, just let me be sure that all we are in line, in same page. Okay. So in that verse, Srila Prabhupada wrote in his purport that there is two Bhagavat. One is book Bhagavat, or another is person Bhagavat. So we can see from the book that describe there the qualities of the devotees, how they reciprocate with the Lord, and we can see in the Srimad Bhagavatam the devotee is very humble, he is very talent, he is very scholar, he is expert, is perfect. But this is only the theory. But whenever we will see the pure devotee of the Lord, so we can see that example. By seeing the pure devotees, we can see, like Prahlad Maharaj. Previous chapter described his ecstatic forms, ecstatic symptoms. So by hearing that, and whenever we will see in front of the pure devotee, so we can understand actually the book Bhagavat exactly. Otherwise it is very difficult, it would be always the theory for us. If we can see that if one is sufficiently glorified about Gulab Jamun, but you never seen Gulab Jamun, so that would be the only theory you can test. But if you would hear about glories of Gulab Jamun and you will eat in that same way, same time, so you will understand, yeah, that is Gulab Jamun. And in this verse, it says the Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya. We have to serve Bhagavat every day. Also in the glorification of Srimad Bhagavatam, or glories of Srimad Bhagavatam, Narad Muni said that Sada Saiva Srimad Bhagavati Kata. That we should serve all the time. Sada Saiva Srimad Bhagavati Kata. And what will happen? Yasya Shavana Matrena Harishchittam Samasrayat. And in that very same time, the Hari will take shelter of our heart. Hari is who gives shelter to the devotees. But whenever we will hear Srimad Bhagavatam, hear about the glories of devotees or pure devotee of Lord, that time what will happen? The Hari will come to our heart and he will make his seat. We can take one example like that. You see, think in that inner room or inner house, one guest come. Can you just knock your door? So please wake up. Not wake up. Please open the door. Then you will open your door, and as usual, your room is very dirty. Then what you will do? You will clean very quickly, and you will put everything on the under the carpet and under the sofa set. And if that time this guest will come, he'll not tell you anything. He'll say, it's okay, होते रहते यार, कुछ कोई बात नहीं है. But be sure that he'll not gonna to come again to your home. He'll think such a nonsense. Yeah, his house is like Tamagun. I want to be always in Satyagun, mode of goodness, but by going his house, I influenced by this mode. So better to not go. But think, in that time, your friend came to your room and he is saying that you are cleaning your house. So what he will do? He will say, "Kya kar rahe hain?" He will just take the cleaning instruments and he will help you to clean this room. So Krishna, as he said in the Bhagavad Gita 5th chapter 29 verse, Suridam Sarvabhutana. I am the well-wisher of all living entities. Krishna is the best friend for all the living entities. So if we will hear about Srimad Bhagavatam every day, about the glories of devotees every day, then Krishna will come in our heart and he will make his place. So this is the second reason. Then why this glories of devotees or speaking about the devotees is important. It is how it is beneficial for us. And third reason is that third reason, Krishna said in Srimad Bhagavatam, 9th canto, that 4th chapter, Aham Bhakta Paradina, 9th canto, 4th chapter, text 63. Aham Bhakta Paradina, hi asatantra ivadija. They said, Shaduvir Grasta Ridaya Bhaktar Bhakta Jina Priya. Krishna said in that verse to Durvasha Muni that Aham Bhakta Paradina. First canto, first chapter, first verse, Krishna said that, or what is it? Janmadi yassa yatannayaditarastu chartesu avigga sarat. I am completely independent. Completely. But while going to the 9th canto, he said, sorry. Aham Bhakta Paradina. He is asatantra means not independent. Eva Dija. Dija is mentioned in the Durvasha Muni. Then the third line said that Shadu Veer Grasta Ridaya. You know the Grasta word? The Graha Grasta. In astrology, they say Shani Grasta. Bihashpati Grasta nahi hate. Shani Grasta. So Grasta means affected or influenced by that. So Krishna said, Shadu Veer Ridaya, my heart is affected by the devotees. Shaduvir Grasta Ridaya. What to speak about devotees? Bhakta Jana Priya. Devotee of my devotee is my dear. In the prayer of King Kulashekar, he said 7 times the servant of the servant of the servant. Just I forget that verse. The Mama Anuchara like that. In the 7th time he said the servant of the servant of the servant. Also we can see from the Bittashur prayer, he said that Aham Hare Tava Padaiko Mulo Dashanu Dasha Bhavitashmi Bhuya. He said that Dashanu Dasha Bhavitashmi Bhuya. Dashanu Dash. I want to be servant of your servant. Then our Acharya came to that point. Why he said the Dashanu Dash? He can say, Krishna, I want to be your servant. Vishwanath Chakravarti wrote comment on that verse. He said, in the previous life, he was the directly devotee of Lord. And he was giving feedback to Shivji. And for that, all, he became demon and that things happened. So that this time he said, "Oh my Lord, I don't want to take risks." That's why he said that, "Aham hare tava padaika mulo." Yeah, I know your lotus feet is the everything. Sanchintayet bhagavatas charanara vrindam vajrankusha dhaja saruraha lanchanadyam uttunga rakta vilasat naka chakravala jusnavir virahat ahata mahata hridaya andhakaram. I know from your lotus feet you can, by that effulgence of a lotus feet can destroy all the ignorance from my heart. But oh my Lord, I want to take shelter the lotus feet of your devotees. It is safe. Once Bhakti Prem Maharaj said that if we have so many counselor and so many Shiksha Guru, there is no loss. Because we are safe. If one doctor will not able to save us, then next doctor, the next doctor, like that. So that is why it says that Aham Bhakta Paradina Grasta Hridaya Bhakta Janapriya. Also Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Goswami Prabhupada, once one devotee came to Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Goswami Prabhupada and said, "I want to join in your ashram." Then he asked, "Who are you?" He said, "I am the eternal servant of Lord Krishna." Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Goswami Prabhupada offered his obeisances to him and said, "Prabhu, please go to deity kitchen and clean the utensils. You have a direct relationship with Lord, so go there and serve him." And next time another devotee came to him and asked, "I want to join in an ashram." He asked, "Okay, who are you?" He said, "I am the most fallen servant of my Gurudev." He said, "Okay, I have all the time for you. How I can serve you? Please tell me." So it is always be safe to be the devotee of the Lord. So let us come. So what is the 3 points? 3 reasons why we should discuss the about devotees, about person Bhagavat. I have only 8 minutes, so I have to go to purport as well. Can anyone want to share? What is the 3 points? This is the third. The Krishna will be very pleased with us. Catching Krishna is very difficult. But that was the reason. What is the first reason? First reason was if we glorify the devotees, fruits of the studying all the scripture for a long time with great endeavor, we will get a chance to hear about devotees. This is the first reason. And second reason is that Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya Bhakti Bhavati Nashtaki. Our bhakti will be fixed by serving the devotees or glorifying the devotees. Nashtaki. And what is the third reason? Then Krishna will be very pleased with us. So I think that by 5 or 10 minutes we will discuss the purport. This is very wonderful purport, but I think that I was thinking that okay, let me sufficiently glorify the devotees first, then we can go and we can understand actually Prahlad Maharaj is saintly son of, why they mention the saintly son of Hiranyakashipu. We'll think, okay, Prahlad, he has discussed in the Bhagavatam only. No. So we can see few practical points from this purport. Prabhupada wrote there, whatever he thought might be best. So Hiranyakashipu asked question to Prahlad Maharaj. Say that what is the best according to you? Tell me. Very same question asked by the all sages to Sudha Goswami. So what is the ultimate good for all living entities? So what he replied? Savai pungsam paradharma yata bhakti radashkaje ahautuki apratiyata. No. Just yana atma suprashidati. So by doing the bhakti, one can be satisfied. And this is the ultimate good for all living entities. In the Srimad Bhagavatam also, 1st canto, 3rd chapter, text 40, it says that Nishasaya Lukasya. glories of Srimad Bhagavatam or discuss about the Lord, or we can say the Uttama Shloka Charitam, discuss about the first time or activities of the Lord, is the Nishyasaya Lukasya. This is the ultimate good for all living entities. Nishyasaya Lukasya. Dhanyam Shasti Ayanam Mahat. It's the all perfect, all successful Dhanyam. And Shasti Ayana means all blissful and all perfect Mahat. So Hiranyakashipu asks this. So Prahlad Maharaj, of course, being a perfect devotee, knew everything and could say what the best part of life is. Why Prahlad Maharaj knows everything? Because he is the devotee of Lord Krishna. And by knowing Krishna, we can know everything. Why? Janmadi yassa yata annayad itarastu charthe se avigga sarat. Avigga. Krishna knows everything. So by knowing him, we can, as we can give an example, in 2000 rupees note, there is 200 rupees, 500, 1000. It is there. So by understanding Krishna, we can understand everything. So that is mentioned Srila Prabhupada here. And Srila Prabhupada very wonderfully said that sometimes we have to challenge weak science student philosopher, but by the grace of Krishna we emerge successfully. We can see one first time from Srila Prabhupada. That time the American claimed that they went to moon planet, and Srila Prabhupada, one of the disciples of Srila Prabhupada, he took television in the room of Srila Prabhupada and said, see Srila Prabhupada. And Srila Prabhupada always said, no, it's not possible. We know Shastra. It's not possible. It's all fake. He said, Srila Prabhupada, you are seeing live. You have to believe. Prabhupada said, no. And Srila Prabhupada was taking massage and his TV was on his back. And the news, they said, just now they arrived in the moon planet. Prabhupada said, this is fake. And that time, so many, 4 or 5 disciples of Srila Prabhupada left ISKCON. Our Gurudev is not believing science. But we can see, after a long while, we can understand that that was fake. And Srila Prabhupada very, they challenge the big science student philosophers. Like that, they are saying that, yeah, by Big Bang, this world has been created. And Prabhupada used to say, okay, I'll give you that 2 bomb and you just create something. That's a very simple theory. Guru Maharaj, Prabhupada, that is why Prabhupada used to say rascal. Once Prabhupada went with Bhakti Swarup Damodar Goswami Maharaj and he asked Bhakti Swarup Damodar, so those are not believing in Krishna, and what you will call them? Then Bhakti Swarup Damodar Maharaj said, rascal. Then Prabhupada said, okay, those are not believing in the creation. Behind of this creation there is creator. What do you call them? Foolish. So in that way you can say very easily Srila Prabhupada defeated all the science truth, all the that Big Bang theory for what the young boys and they all are just prouding for that. We created something. 2 minutes. And then Bhagavad Gita's translation, Sloka translation, Prabhupada wrote that Krishna, who is situated in the core of everyone's heart as the super soul, dissipate all the ignorance from the heart of a devotee. So one verse came in the Srimad Bhagavatam, 1st canto, 2nd chapter, verse 3rd. It said that Yashvan bhava akhila shruti sharamekam adhatma deepam. What is that? Adhatma deepam atitirshatam tamanda. So very similar verse. That how the ignorance will be disappear. If this room will be dark, if we'll just on the light, so it will be go away. Darkness, as long as there is no light, so there is darkness. But as long as light will come, so the darkness will be go away. There is no correction of darkness. So in that very same way, you can see that if we study or if you read Srimad Bhagavatam very nicely, so all the ignorance will be destroyed if we surrender to Krishna. And in the last line, I want to say so many things, but time is very short. Then Prahlad Maharaj was able to solve the most difficult parts of problems because of his advanced Krishna consciousness. So we can see the second verse from Srimad Bhagavatam, first canto. What it said that it doesn't mean that the calamity or difficulties will not come in the life of pure devotee. It will come. Dharma prajita kaitava atra parama nirmatsaranam satam vedyam vastavam atra vastu shivadam tapatraya unmulanam. Tapatraya unmulanam means the threefold miseries will be uprooted. Tapatraya unmulanam. So people can say, okay, why ISKCON devotee is going to the Pushpa Mission hospital? Why? No. It doesn't mean that they will not feel any sufferings. Like Prahlad Maharaj, he gone through so many sufferings. It's not like that we'll be free from all the disease. No. But Srimad Bhagavatam will give us the vision or give us the real intention or the correct intention by what we can see these things as the mercy of Krishna. In Srimad Bhagavatam 10th canto, chapter 14, text 8. Tathe anukampa shushamikshamana bhunjana yavatma kitam nipakam rigbag bapurvi vidadan namaste jiveta ya mukti pade sadaivak. So devotees are accepting, okay, I should get more sufferings, but by the blessings of Krishna I got very little. So, oh my dear Lord, I am very happy. So it doesn't mean that devotee can solve all the problems of their life. It doesn't matter. It doesn't mean that they will not gone through by these sufferings. Oh, they will go, but they will understand why it is happening, and they will be happy by knowing that, yeah, my karmic reaction is Krishna is making me pure. By that, he can engage me in his service. So whatever I have speak here, so it is only my purification, and it is not instruction. And so please bless me so that I can apply these things in my life. So that once Hanumat Prashak Maharaj was telling, when I was asking him that, Maharaj, please bless me, so that the Maharaj was telling me that read Bhagavatam life after life, not only day after day. So please bless me so that I can read Srimad Bhagavatam with right intention, and I can apply in my life in Srimad Bhagavatam. I can live with Srimad Bhagavatam. As Gaur Govinda Maharaj used to say that Brahmachari should marry with Srimad Bhagavatam. So that I can be always in the service of my spiritual master and Srila Prabhupada. And please bless me. Hare Krishna. And if I commit any mistakes, please forgive me as Sharagrahi Vaishnava. Please leave that and behind of you, here only. Hare Krishna. Jagadguru Srila Prabhupada ki.